everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Seahawks going up against the Saints.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They will run again with Coleman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. He's got a man complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch twin. Set! Blue landing! Blue landing! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up second down. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well. And in this early round, the defense wins. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs here. To throw is Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Wilson leaves it for Collins on the draw. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup. Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they? 3rd down now following the run. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his man, it's Darbo. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see. Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter. So it'll be first down here after the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Drops it underneath for Collins. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a second down. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. On second down, Collins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And some room to work. And he's brought down after a good gain. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Coleman trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jay Ajayi, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dayon Buchanan coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Wilson gives to Collins. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They run again with Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The slot man in motion right. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. He's to the 10. That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
In motion left is Watkins. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, look at you. Watch it now. Party. Gun.
Back to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on over to hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And out now come the Seahawks. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And again, it's Collins. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mike Bennett in there to get him well behind the line of scrimmage. Gosh, it's a loss of 17, and it'll be 4th down. And here is the punter, Shum, as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. So after that stop, you know that 3rd down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again? Or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Looking to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The 13 yards that time and a first. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's a giant. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. And the wideout in motion. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll set up the throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing is Wilson. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside.
The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And caught right side, Green. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Wilson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He'll drop to throw. And break. The tight end's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Set! Blue, landing! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. They shakes him off. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Shamil Gary. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw on 2nd down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Michael Bannon breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
And he motions the wide receiver. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And that is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, but whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. In motion right is Thomas. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. In motion right is Watkins. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And some space here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Not that time for Watkins. And that'll bring up second down. Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. And an overtime playoff game, but the rules, they stay the same as they did in the regular season.
That's exactly right. Whoever scores first, unless it's a touchdown, the other team has a chance to match. That's how it really gets played out. But remember this, no matter how far we go in overtime, in the regular season, there was only one period. Here, we're going to go until we have a winner.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go again with Collins, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Charles, you think back to some of the great OT games in postseason history. There have been a lot of them. I think in January 2016, Hail Mary from Aaron Rodgers, but the Cardinals were able to survive that game.
You need a Larry Fitzgerald, which the Cardinals had, to trump an Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary, and they did so. But let's go back. 1982. Okay, don't say it. I know I'm the old guy here. But San Diego at Miami, one of the classic NFL games that was finally decided in overtime. Dan Fouts to Kellen Winslow, and the Chargers advance to the AFC Championship game.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Now Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run?